A lot of you have a mental filter for problems, and you don't even realize it. What this looks like is that your mind is constantly full of all of the things that are going wrong, and you never notice anything that's going right. Your mind never focuses on the things that are going well, the things that you enjoy, the things that you have that you actually like, the things that make you contented, the joyful moments. And what you're always thinking about is the problems your mind is always trying to solve. And this is a response, a learned response. But what's happening here is that you are engaging in a fallacy in that you think that if I just think enough, I will be safe, I will protect myself. For whatever reason, you learned that thinking equals safety and protection. Maybe you were a really smart kid. Maybe you were someone that grew up in a chaotic environment. Maybe you're just someone that really likes to think. Those can all be true. But in order to feel better, to actually experience your life, you have to start disengaging from this fallacy that thinking more will get you further. Thinking more does not necessarily get you further, because what you're doing is you're not solving for the root cause. The root cause is that you have a mental filter that sees too many problems. It is not that you need to solve these problems, it's that you see too many problems. Does that make sense? It's a big difference. Essentially, you have hypervigilance when maybe somebody else would be in like your same life. They might actually be able to be happy and contented. You cannot be happy and contented because you have a mental filter. You only see the problems. You only see the things that are going wrong. And obviously this might be an exaggeration. Maybe you only see like 90% problems or whatever, right? But if, objectively speaking, another person could be happy in your life, that typically indicates a perception problem. And so what we need to work on our perception. We need to learn to shift it. We need to learn to question it. The first step is questioning and not judging. For whatever reason, we have engaged in a habit of seeing problems. The mind is very habitual, so if we've been like this for a long time, this is just what we know. And what we need to do is we need to start to get reps in of seeing the other side, of questioning our perception, of practicing perceiving the good, right? Just practicing. And you don't have to believe it. You don't have to do it all the time. You just need to practice. So every time you see a problem, try to shift your mind to something that is going well, to just have both. We're not saying we're going to engage in some kind of like toxic positivity here, but what you want is mental flexibility. And this is the hallmark of the healthiest, most productive, most efficient, most capable minds. That is mental flexibility. This is your goal. You want to be able to see both sides. If you can only see the problems and you don't see any of the things that are going well, that indicates a perception filter that is completely skewed and rigid. And that is what you don't want. You don't want a rigid mind. Every psychologists, neuroscientists, every study has basically indicated mental flexibility is the goal. It is the key to success. So hold both things in your mind. Just practice. And your mind will become more flexible. And over time, you will also develop a higher sense of well-being. So it's a win-win.